It's Tiff, and I think it's Tuesday, and it's like nighttime, and I'm tired. Oh, no, it really is Tuesday. It's Tuesday night, and I am packing up my stuff because tomorrow I am going home. I have been here in Philly for a really long time. Since last Tuesday, in fact. And I go home tomorrow night. It's been a great trip, but I'm ready to go home. Tonight I went to the EdTech karaoke. I don't sing karaoke, but Shell Terrell did a very nice version of Happy Birthday for one of her pals, so that was fun. Also, Nick and Tim Gwynn and George Kuros did a fabulous version of Jump Jump by Criss Cross. And on that note, I decided to leave, and then I go to catch a cab to come back to the hotel to be nice and safe. And the cab that I go to get into, gets pulled over by the police because some ladies were getting out to go to whatever the name of the place where EdTech karaoke was. And as they were getting out, I was getting in because I was ready to go home. And then a wonderful Philadelphia police officer pulls him over. So I'm thinking, stupid cab driver argues with the police officer. Really? Really? Is that what you want to do? So I got out, and the next cab driver, I asked him beforehand, are you going to get pulled over? And he said no. So I got in his cab, and he delivered me safely to my hotel, and he explained to me that this cab driver that I was trying to jump in his cab is from the suburbs. And apparently if you're from the suburbs, you cannot be a cab driver in the city without permission. So, FYI. That was my exciting evening. But it was also a really busy and exciting day. So, this morning was the keynote. It was Stephen Covey and Miss Sanders, who is the principal at A.B. Combs Elementary School. And, you know, I've heard a lot about the 7 Habits. I've read the book. And I've also heard a lot about the Leader in Me program, which is something that we're looking into in my district. So it was interesting, and I was excited to go to the keynote, but everything that Dr. Covey and Miss Sanders talked about, I had pretty much heard at least once, sometimes twice. So, you know. But the really good thing that I adored about the keynote was that Miss Sanders had, or Summers, I don't know, it's like 10:30 at night, and I'm tired, and I've been here for a week. Whatever her name is. She's great. The principal at A.B. Combs. She had 2 of her 5th grade students come. And just the way that they spoke, and I mean, you can tell that they are attending a school where they are developing character. They're not just learning content. They are learning how to be valuable and responsible human beings in our society. So that was really amazing. I'm sure there's going to be a video of that keynote. And if I were you, I mean, if you haven't ever heard of the 7 Habits or Leader in Me, then you that would be a good place for you to get background. But if you have, just listening to the stories of those students is really powerful. I was trying to contain myself and not to cry at that point. It was awesome. The second thing that I did this morning was the SIGMS forum. And the forum was fabulous. I mean, I'm so lucky to be in the SIGMS, group at ISTE. And I'm so lucky to be a part of a community of librarians who care and are passionate about what they do. And I was able to hear presentations from Buffy Hamilton and Shannon Miller and my dear friends Kathy Jo Nelson and Gwyneth Jones, and it was so great to see some of my role models up on stage and presenting and sharing things that I believe completely to my core. And so that was really wonderful. I was able then afterwards to go to lunch with some people that I have 150% of respect for. One of them being who I want to be when I grow up. Do you know? Surely you know, if you know me, you know that I absolutely adore Gwyneth Jones. And I'm so glad I got to really spend some time with her and talk and have good conversations. She and Kathy Jo Nelson, I have to say Kathy Jo because that's her Twitter name, but Kathy Nelson, they've really helped me through their blogging and their tweeting to become who I want to be and who I, aspire to be as a librarian. So, it was wonderful. After that, Kathy and I headed over to Ala November session, and I got to hear about the concept of digital learning farms, because Alan met some people and they explained to him about how some teachers who explained that students who lived and worked on farms were significantly more motivated than others who didn't, even though, they had to wake up early and take care of chores and then go to school and travel a long way, go back home and then do more chores. But it's really about that intrinsic value and having students be able to create and share and feel successful and feel valuable. And that's really something that is powerful to be able to establish in a school. And so he had lots of really awesome examples, and I look forward to going back and reading more about that and looking into his ideas and what he shared today. After that, I went and had lunch or dinner. We kind of eat when we can, and can I go home and have my mama cook me some food? I want some roast and rice and gravy and macaroni and cheese. But anyway, we had dinner, and so we had dinner and caught up about, what we had seen that day and what we had learned, which is a really good way to end the day before the crazy night activities. So after that, I decided to head over to EdTech Karaoke, which was fun, and I talked a little bit about before. And then I had the crazy cab experience. So I am, although it's been an incredible trip, and I would trade this for nothing in the world, and I am so already counting down and looking forward to ISTE 12. It's been a long, exciting, fun, and full 12 days. And I am looking forward to checking out of the Holiday Inn and going back to my house in Baton Rouge. So, tomorrow's post, if I'm, together enough to make one, will be done probably from the airport, because I will be heading home tomorrow. So, I hope that you have enjoyed Tiff's ISTE 11 adventures. I've heard from people who have said, "Oh, I've seen your video," which is absolutely nuts, because power to the people who have actually suffered through my crazy ramblings. But I love you. And thank you for watching. And there will be one more video, and then I'm actually going to go back to writing my blog. So I'm sure there will be a written review of ISTE 11. But it has been so much fun and such a pleasure to do these video vlogs of my adventures in ISTE. And I will see you sometime tomorrow. Toodles. Bye.